Hello dear students. In the previous session we have studied outer measure, that is Lebesgue outer measure, and the condition which outer measure satisfies, and we were discussing the properties of outer measure. In the previous class I have discussed one of the property, that is m star of a plus y is equal to m star of a for all a. In this session we will discuss two more properties, that is m star of union k is equal to 1 to infinity ek is less than or equal to summation k is equal to 1 to infinity m star of ek. This is nothing but countable subadditivity. Countable subadditivity. And one more property is outer measure of an interval is equal to length of an interval. Let us discuss these two properties in this session. First one is m star of union k is equal to 1 to infinity ek is less than or equal to summation k is equal to 1 to infinity m star of ek. So here we know that m star is a mapping from power set of R to extended R, that is R including plus and minus infinity. So if any of ek's has outer measure infinity, that is m star of ek, if m star of ek is equal to infinity, then this means that in the inequality the RHS part of the inequality takes the value infinity. I will call this equation as star. So anything is less than or equal to infinity. So this inequality star is trivially true. Therefore, in this case we don't have anything to prove. Here I take care about only plus infinity because it's just because by definition of outer measure of any set will take a value of either 0 or plus infinity. It will never take the value of minus infinity. This will not possible in the case of outer measure. So now assume that m star of ek is less than infinity. For infinity we have already proved. That means there is nothing to prove in the case of infinity. So let us take outer measure of a set is a finite. Okay. So what we need to prove here, m star of union k is equal to 1 to infinity ek is less than or equal to summation k is equal to 1 to infinity m star of ek. We need to prove this. So in order to prove this, let us first go through the definition of infimum. How can I define infimum? If I say infimum of a is equal to a, then obviously a1 will be greater than or equal to a for all a1 belongs to a. This is the definition of infimum. That is, mathematically I can write, given any epsilon greater than 0, there exists a1 that belongs to a such that a plus epsilon is greater than a1. So I can say like this, if this is my set A, this is infimum A. If I add some epsilon to this point, it will reach here, that is a plus epsilon. In between a and epsilon there is one more point called a1. This a1 will be obviously less than a plus epsilon. So using this definition, let us prove the property further. So now we have m star of ek. Using the definition of outer measure, I am writing for ek, that is infimum of summation length of I comma k such that ek is a subset of union I is equal to 1 to infinity I comma k, where this I comma k is open and bounded. Open and bounded. Okay. So here I am using two subscripts because here k stands for ek. Okay. And I is for union. That is, it runs from 1 to infinity. So now using the definition of infimum, using the definition of infimum, I can write, given any epsilon by 2 power k which is greater than 0, I can find a cover, that is I comma k is equal to 1 to infinity. This is cover for ek. Okay, such that m star of ek plus epsilon by 2 power k will be greater than summation length of I comma k. I will call this inequality as 1. Here I have just used the definition of infimum. This is nothing but infimum a plus epsilon. This will be obviously greater than a1. M star of ek is nothing but my infimum. Infimum of all, sum of all possible subcovers. Okay. But this is only one cover. This is one particular cover of ek. So similarly, you have a cover I1 comma 1 for E1 and I comma 2 for E2 and so on. This satisfies the inequality 1. Okay. So if I find union of all this, I can write union of ek is a subset of union I is equal to 1 to infinity, union k is equal to 1 to infinity I k comma I. Okay. So we know that this is a cover of open bounded intervals of union of ek. Okay. Of union of ek. So this is one cover of ek's. I can write m star of union ek is equal to infimum of summation length of, in the place of union k is equal to 1 to infinity ik comma I am just writing ip, such that union of ek is subset of union of ip. So m star of union ek will be obviously less than or equal to summation I comma k is equal to 1 to infinity length of I comma k. Why? Because this is only for one cover and this is infimum of sum of all such covers. Okay. So this will be equal to summation k is equal to 1 to infinity, summation I is equal to 1 to infinity, length of I comma k. So from inequality 1, I can replace summation I is equal to 1 to infinity L of I comma k by m star of ek plus epsilon by 2k. So that is, this will be less than summation k is equal to 1 to infinity m star of ek plus epsilon by 2 power k. This summation part is applied for both m star of ek as well as epsilon by 2 power k. So this will be less than summation k is equal to 1 to infinity m star of ek plus epsilon into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square, so on. So this is nothing but geometrical progression. How we will find sum in geometrical progression? S infinity is equal to a by 1 minus r. Here a is 1 by 2, that is first term. R is difference between two consecutive numbers, that is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 by 1 minus 1 by 2 is nothing but 1. So this will be less than summation k is equal to 1 to infinity m star of ek plus epsilon. Here m star of union ek. Okay. So given any epsilon greater than 0, this is what I have got. M star of union k is equal to 1 to infinity ek is less than summation k is equal to 1 to infinity m star of ek plus epsilon. I'm just shifting this term to left hand side. So m star of union k is equal to 1 to infinity ek minus summation k is equal to 1 to infinity m star of ek is less than epsilon. So we know that if b is less than epsilon and epsilon is positive value, means b can take any value other than this positive value, that is it may be less than 0 or equal to 0. If b is less than epsilon means we know that epsilon is positive value, isn't it? So b will be less than that all positive values, that means b will take 0 or less than 0. So using that concept I can write m star of union k is equal to 1 to infinity epsilon ek minus summation k is equal to 1 to infinity m star of ek will be less than or equal to 0. So again shifting this term to right hand side, I will get the required result, hence the proof.